Hey guys, it's Christian back here with another palm review, and this time we are doing a very slow growing palm called Allagoptera caudescens, previously known as Polyandrococcus caudescens. And this palm is native to Brazil, and unlike its other cousins, it's in the genus. It is a solitary trunked plant, and it doesn't clump, and it has a upright trunk. And it is very stiff-leaved, and it is not plumose, unlike some of the other ones. It does have a little bit of a flare in the leaf. You can see some of the leaves kind of come a little bit off the plane, but for the most part, it's just a solid, a single plane on the leaf, on the leaflets. I'm sorry. The number one trait of this palm, the one that makes it most desirable for ornamental cultivation, if you can see here. If I zoom in right about there, you see all that white in the leaf. It kind of makes like that is white as snow, and when that holds, when you can kind of get underneath, and if you can kind of, let me zoom out here, you can see how white that is. At nighttime, it almost glows, and that's a very desirable color in the palm world. When lots of palms are green, if you can get other colors like white or red or yellow, orange, those are all, it gives diversity to the garden. And the whiteness, if you have this, say you're driving by at night and this is in the front yard of a house, like it'll shine white. So it's a beauty of a plant. Especially, this is actually a pretty old palm. This has been here for about 15 years. If it had full sun, it would probably be a little bit bigger. It's quite cold hardy. It has very stiff upright leaflets, which don't give very much. I would say it's cold hardy to about 25 degrees. Most of the plants in this genus are cold hardy, and they just grow in rough areas. And I believe this grows in central Brazil. I have to double check exactly where, but it's definitely a not in the tropical part of Brazil, like the Amazon region, and grows in pretty rough soils. But it's easy to grow. Keep it in full sun. Don't give it too much water. It doesn't like a lot of overhead water. It can kind of get a little bit of a rotting in the crown if there's too much water or leaf matter. Like this is a little bit it's a little bit too lush of an area to keep it growing its optimal size. But regardless, it's still worth growing. If you can find them at a nursery, try and get the biggest one just to kind of get it going. Or you can try them from seed. They're not too hard. They're going to have a seed that's going to be elliptical. It's going to kind of look like a little peanut. And just give them a lot of heat and a lot of water, and they will, especially heat. They require a lot of heat to pop open. So when you're germinating them, and they are a remote germinator, so be careful when transplanting initially. You don't want to break off that root and kill the seedling. So anyway, this is a great plant for most parts of California, Southern California. Even it'll tolerate the heat, like in Arizona, as long as it's not out there with some water irrigation. Southern Texas, Louisiana, and most of Florida. And so if you find this in nursery or for sale somewhere, seeds, go ahead and give it a try. I love this plant. In a botanical garden, it may look a little bit nicer, but that white color is really unlike any other. So I'll leave that review there. So I hope you enjoy these. If you do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more reviews in the future, and I will try to get them out as soon as I can. And thank you for watching.